Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your host, Rumboyz Robbie, partnered with Drop the Mic FF. What's going on, bro?
Nothing crazy day here in California, leaking in the roof, but hey, it's party time. The day before Thanksgiving, let's get it.
Let's get it! Look at them waves. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. This is like my first time seeing my hair like now that I just got the shower. Like after doing it, just got the haircut. We're gonna head out tonight. We're gonna head out tonight.
You're going out tonight? Oh no, we're screwed. I have a PSA I want to say real quick. Colorado Springs, please be aware. Skinny male, 5'10", 140 pounds, out tonight the day before Thanksgiving. He will cause a ruckus.
I am. Cheers to me, cheers to you. Let's go. Dilly to the whole Rumboyz crew.
All right, so already in the chat, we got Aiden in the chat.
What's good, Aiden? Yo, groove all.
We got Gator J in the chat.
What's good, Gator?
Dilly.
Gator's bitches everywhere in Jimmy's.
And then we got George saying hairline crisp. And then we got
out here.
Steeler Nation saying can't be touched, can't be rocked with, hot.
Hey, we gonna be walking the slate. You know, we'll talk some Steelers a little bit later.
And then Aiden saying that I should get the waves. Nah.
No,
I'm sorry. I'll be honest. Let's be real here.
Hey, my barber
I don't have much hair anymore,
bro. My barber could hook you up. Yo, hey, we give the Mike the classic. So there's this black chick at work haircut. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thanksgiving games are going to be very intriguing. We have 3 offensive linemen out for the New York Football Giants. One of those linemen being the ever important Evan Neal.
Evan's out?
Yeah. They didn't, bro. It's like they're not even out. Like they didn't even travel, bro. Like they didn't even travel.
Oh, we'll get it. Trust me, we'll get into some interesting stuff. I got some. Let's just say we might have a drop the mic rant of the evening a little bit later.
Well, what I say we should get into it while we let these guys get their questions.
We'll get into it a little bit later. I need to work myself up for it.
You need to warm it up.
Yeah,
well,
I need to warm it up.
George saying benching Dameon Pierce this week for Mike Evans. Normally hate running 3 receiver set, but fuck it. Jamal Williams is also an option, but don't like the Bills matchup. Feels like a trap. I'll let you start that one off. I know how I feel about it.
I have no problem playing, especially in PPR. I have no problem playing 3 wideouts. If it's a 2 wideout league and you have to play 3-1 in your flex, I have no problem. The only problem that I have with this is, and I understand what he's saying about the matchup with the Bills, but I'm just going to say it. Deuce Staley don't like DeAndre Swift.
No, yeah, Deuce Staley does not like DeAndre Swift.
Jamal Williams is an option that I would half point, half PPR, George. I have no problem with playing 3 wideouts. Jamal is an option. I agree. I'll get more into the Pierce situation a little bit later. But hint, hint. But the situation in Detroit, Jamal's getting all. I dug into this for my other show the other day, and Swift, since week 8 when he came back off injury in week 8, so he's had 4 weeks. He started off with 55% snap share, Swifted in week 8. Yeah. Every week after that has been below 30.
It's steadily been declining,
and it's been 16 the last 2 weeks. 16.
Well, and there was always this kind of, and I spoke with this when I was sitting in the chair to get my cut. Me personally, I'm a fan of I'm more like George, where I don't have to go 3 receiver sets. I like relying on the running back. But with that being said, and
I just don't mind going 3.
Yeah, I don't mind going 3 this season, especially with the way that things have kind of shaped up and turned out. With that being said, though, I really do like the Jamal Williams play. It feels like he kind of just always gets his.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
And even against Buffalo, I feel like if anyone's going to be a benefactor, it'll be Jamal Williams. In order for Jamal Williams to have a bad day, you're asking that Buffalo pitches a shutout. I mean, which is within the realm of possibilities, but I don't see that happen. I do believe that Lions will still put up points. I understand maybe going Mike Evans if over Williams. I'm digging the Jamal Williams play. I told my barber, hey man, I know that you got Swift. Go ahead and play Williams. I know that there's that name value there and makes you kind of want to start him, but the name value don't mean shit anymore at this point in the game.
Yeah, I'm playing Williams in a couple. So.
But I agree with that game being a trap. Like I could see that line that Detroit does not play well on Thanksgiving. Like Detroit on Thanksgiving.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later. I got stats.
Yeah, Detroit on Thanksgiving. But I mean, Detroit also finds a way to like pull off like weird fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll get into that game specifically.
Jamal gets every TD for the Lions, and that's where I get off saying
he's gotten 12.
Jamal.
He's number 1 in running backs for the entire freaking NFL.
Yeah, that's where I get off being like, yo, like start Jamal Williams. For me, it's a Jamal Williams thing, but I think that's because my style is very much running back heavy when I'm setting a lineup.
Yep.
Calvin, what is good? What's good, Justin? Happy Thanksgiving, bro. KC or Patriots D this week?
Easy. This is a no-brainer to me, and it's not a homer pick. George said it below. It's Kansas City without – it's probably freaking Perkins. Bryce Perkins is probably going to be the quarterback. If you're going for – I think it's the Chiefs. They got playmakers. I know even Robbie likes Nick Bolton. You got Nick Bolton at linebacker. You got freaking Chris Jones, who's probably going to get a set. That offensive line has done absolutely nothing since Andrew Whitworth has been gone. I know Minnesota. We'll get into the slate of games for tomorrow a little bit tonight. So I don't want to give everything I think about the New England game, but I do think it's a good matchup for New England. Besides a couple players, but I would definitely go Kansas City.
Yeah, I would go Kansas City. I'm not a fan of anything that New England's doing this year. On the bright side, though, Cousins can cook Mac.
We'll see.
Hey, I'm just saying there's a parlay out there. The Cousins cook Mac. Maybe you want to get you a little Thanksgiving on. Play your little Cousins. Play your little Cook. Play your little Mac. You know what I'm saying? Because mac and cheese, Mac Jones.
I know. I got my opinions on that game. We'll get it to in the breakdown.
Olave, Pittman, Sutton, Juju need. Olave, Pittman, Sutton, Juju need 3. Okay, I did read 4 names. Why did I fucking think? I know I read 4, but like in my head I was like, did I only read 3?
I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Juju plays.
Yeah, I think you're.
I think they sit out Juju one more week.
I think you're forced into the other 3. Personally, it's those 3. Should Juju play? And I feel like Sutton's like kind of like the odd man out.
Sutton is the odd man out, but I'm still. Yeah, no comment.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Calvin asks, full PPR full PPR pick 2, Jamal Williams, Najee, Foreman, Latavius.
Okay, so for this one, I think me and Robbie are going to agree on half of this. I don't know about the second half. Lock Jamal Williams in.
Yeah, I feel like Jamal Williams is you fire him up and
absolute lock. To me, this is To me, this is between Najee and Latavius.
Yeah, to me, it's between Najee and that Najee and Latavius. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight? I got like a haircut, and all of a sudden, like my speech just was like.
No, it's because you haven't gotten high yet.
No, I haven't gotten high, and I haven't really started drinking. Like I opened this like right before we went live. Give me Jamal Williams. Give me Najee.
Yep.
And I'm rocking with that. White with the easy matchup, or Jamal TD Snatcher Williams. It's just Jamal Williams.
Jamal.
It's Jamal Williams.
I don't care. It's Jamal.
That's better. I feel a little bit better. Lenny he's questionable. He went from doubtful to questionable.
And then he's questionable, and Leftwich came out and said that they're going to play the hot hand.
Which will be Rashad White. Rashad White's been going off since like week 7, 8? I think it's like week 8.
Uh-huh.
What up, J Money? PPR, Pittman playing some cupcake Steelers pass defense or red hot Watson. This one's tough. So here's my problem. Here's my problem with Watson. I'm gonna say Watson. Here's my problem with saying Watson.
Yep.
That right thumb injury.
Oh yeah.
And if he hurts it even more, or damages it even more, like Aaron Rodgers, we don't know what Jordan Love is going to do, because that's who you have to then play. If something happens to Rodgers, if the fact that it's already broken, you fucking admitted that it was broken, and the team's still gonna let you trot out there and play. We've seen this time. For the most part, if you break your goddamn right thumb, you can't really hold the ball, let alone put some force behind it to really throw the thing. So the fact that Green Bay is even willing to still start him with the injury while you're already behind the fucking 8 ball, it's completely preposterous from a health standpoint. I'm going to say Watson. The lightest little touch on Aaron Rodgers' finger, and he's fucked. Maybe not Watson. You know, maybe the playbook at this point is predicated on targeting Watson, and Watson it doesn't get affected by the change at quarterback whatsoever mid-game. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that with as rough as the sport is, he will fucking re-hurt that hand. Dak hurt his hand. Russell Wilson last year hurt his hand. Stafford hurt his hand. Carson Wentz hurt his hand. Most of the time, for the most part, you pull your quarterback. It's like fucking trying to start a running back with one leg. You know, so I'm going to say Watson over Pittman, but Chase is coming back. That's what I've been hearing. That's what it's sounding like it.
I'm worried that they're going to bring him back 1 week too early. I don't start him if I don't have to.
Yep. Give me your Thanksgiving meal. QB is the meat. Running back is your first side. Wide receiver 2, second side. Tight end is your dessert. Ham is got to be the quarterback of the plate. Some honey glazed ham, brown sugar honey glazed ham. It's got to be the quarterback of the plate.
Okay, let's go position by position. So you go ham. I'll be honest. I'm going white boy here. Give me the turkey.
Turkey.
But I like the dark meat.
Yep. Yeah. Same. I won't eat any other piece of that damn bird, but them legs.
Yeah. Give me
the legs and thighs. Yeah.
Yep.
Running back, first side. Collard greens.
Okay.
Collard greens. No, mac and cheese. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Collard greens is my running back. Collard greens is my running back.
All right, let's do this. We'll give 2 sides. One will be the flex. Okay, so we're giving 2 sides already. Never mind, we are giving 2 sides. Yep. My first side is mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Okay. My second one.
Yeah, after you give your second, I have something to say about your first one.
My second one, mac and cheese, baby.
Okay, here's the problem with
baked mac and cheese. Baked mac and cheese.
Okay. I'll give mac and cheese as my second as well, that or a green bean casserole. Here's my issue. Do you see my skin?
I ain't never had no collard greens.
The only time I've ever had collard greens is when I was in the South one time. I want them again, but I don't have those for Thanksgiving. I'm in a white family. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I agree.
However, it just doesn't get made in my it doesn't get made in my
Exactly. No,
house.
hey, I completely get it. Y'all ain't getting down like
I'm
that.
in California too. You understand that part?
Exactly.
It's not just the skin. Like it's also California.
Bruh.
Where do you find collard greens in California? You don't.
Hit ends. Next time you out there fucking in LA and like hit up Ann's in the fashion district, bro. Tell her Robbie sent you. Yo, it's lit. But for dessert,
I want to hear this.
Me being Dominican,
Yeah.
I don't eat sweets. So my dessert actually is coquito, which is a drink. Like how you guys like have like eggnog, we have coquito, which is like a rum, like a cinnamon rum, like very like sweet type of like drink. So like for me, that I'm shouting out coquito as a tight end.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. Give me goddamn pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, okay.
My dad was pecan pie. Mine is all
Hey, no, I'm with it. I left Jeff Wilson Jr. If that makes the needle any, if that moves the needle any, nah, bro, you're good. You're good. You're good. From what we touched on earlier, Calvin.
So Calvin says mashed potatoes is all year. Got to do them once or twice sides. Here's my thing, Calvin. I'm not disagreeing with you completely, but my mom only makes her mashed potatoes for special occasions, and that's one of the ones that my entire family says. Aunt Cindy, you're making your mashed potatoes.
My flex is tamales, bro. My flex is tamales.
I'll wait for Christmas for that.
Yeah, true.
Out here in California.
Yeah, you saw Higgins torch the Steelers secondary, so start Pittman. I'm a Packers fan, and Watson is TD or bust. I do agree with Watson being highly TD dependent. I do agree with Watson being highly TD dependent, but that being said, the last 2 weeks he's been getting his, So I want to ride that hot hand. I'm more so worried. I'm more so worried about Aaron Rodgers' hand. Like, I think that the injury affects those receivers more than anything. Gator said just Thanksgiving games. Oh, just the Thanksgiving games? Just Thanksgiving games?
No, I think he was the one asking us about the food. I think he's just saying about Thanksgiving. Like he's just I think.
Butler basketball has me and my bet at a loss for words after they choked a 12-point lead. I'm not talking about college basketball betting right the fuck now, bro. Not like I can't. I really can't. I really can't. Oh my fucking God, I can't. Can't start Juju or Fournette in my opinion. Yeah, I'm kind of yes, Mike. Yes.
Okay, got you.
I thought that was already done. I'm gonna be 100% completely on this.
I just saw my message. Gator, on your way.
Deep fried turkey, green bean casserole, sweet potatoes, buttermilk pot. Okay, that is fire. I'm not a fan of turkey. I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of turkey. Lee said pumpkin pie. I heard Lenny hip is sore and still bothering him. That's why I asked if he's doubtful. Mac and cheese and a good wide receiver one. A good wide receiver one for what? For tomorrow? Or are you saying mac and cheese would be a good wide receiver one? Mashed potatoes is all year long. Got to do them once or twice a year. So exactly. Who doesn't love coquito?
Me,
all right, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna address this. Fuck this. I'm not holding it in. No, okay, listen.
No. Hold on. Before you go on, I'll let you rant. I'll let you have yours, and then we will get into mine.
All right, so I love Salah. Salah, you know that I love you. Like I'm a big fan. I've always been a big supporter of Robert Salah. What the fuck? You got to be shitting me. Mike White over Flacco. I get that Flacco's not. So the big issue with Zach Wilson was him not taking accountability and not being a leader of the men. The teammates kind of in the locker room beginning to slowly turn on him. Come from a player standpoint, if I'm like, hey, yo, coach, that's not who I want throwing me the ball. I'm at least hoping that you make a fucking change at quarterback that allows me to still be profitable. You know what Flacco was giving you at the beginning of the season. Why not go back to what you already fucking knew that was working? It makes more sense to say, hey, this was working. We were winning games this way. We were putting up points this way. Let's go back to this guy. I get the whole, what was it, the 433-yard passing game last year for Mike White. I get that. He kind of stunk up the fucking joint after that. Now, if you got to start Mike White, fine. If you got to start a Perkins, fine. If you got to start a Kyle Allen, fine. But Jets, you're fighting for the playoffs, and you're trying to convince your fucking fan base that you're fighting for the fucking playoffs. And you go and you get a quarterback who this year, at least, hasn't been battle tested on the gridiron. Don't give me last year's stats. Don't give me last year's film. Don't give me – defenses have changed. Coordinators have that film now. I think it was a stupid fucking decision. Straight up. Fantasy football aside, we're talking real NFL. I think it was stupid for you to grab Mike White or for them just to announce Mike White to be the starter over Flacco.
So you're okay them not starting Zach? That's not the issue.
No, because you could see that the guys weren't.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to clarify.
You know,
I just wanted to clarify for the people watching that it's not Zach being out that's your issue. It's Flacco not being the starter. That's all I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, it's more about that.
Okay.
You know, what's good, Gator? Excuse me.
Good, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well.
So Gator was on my show last week as a host or as a guest, taking over for someone, and he heard me go on a very nice little bit of a rant. Well, Gator, you got here just in time because I went on a rant about Taylor Heineke last week, and I'm about to go rant on another quarterback, and it has to piggyback off Robbie's little rant right now. Robbie, I am upset because I'm telling you right now, General Mills is getting freaking screwed.
Oh yeah, they're fucking Davis Mills.
I'm going to tell you right now. You know why I understand he hasn't been the greatest this year, but in my opinion, the only reason they're taking him out is because half the casual fans in this freaking fantasy world, the three of us do because we're fucking degenerates. But half the world doesn't even know who Brandon Allen goddamn is. Okay? There's
Kyle Allen.
There's probably some goddamn OCs that don't know who Kyle Allen is. Okay?
I mean, there's film on Kyle Allen from Carolina, from
there's a little bit, but here's my
Washington.
Point. Here's my point. This to me is the ultimate sign that Lovie Smith I know Gator mentioned, that Lovie's going to skate through to, for the rebuild and all that. And he's not doing great, but he's a veteran coach. But here's my problem. This to me shows that you're tanking for Stroud or for freaking Bryce or whoever. And for me, I hate that, not because I think Houston sucks, because Houston does suck. The reason I hate that is General Mills deserves a chance, and they're not giving it to him, and they haven't put the pieces around him to give him a chance. This is a travesty on freaking General Mills, and I'm going to go eat some Captain Crunch tomorrow morning before I eat my turkey in honor of him.
Well, the problem for me is it's not this is an issue where Houston has more holes to fill than just a quarterback. And they at least have a quarterback that is, we call Jimmy G a game manager for how many years, and he's doing damn good.
We did on Monday night.
Yeah, well, he's done it all year long, to be quite honest. I mean, the dude doesn't turn the ball over.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've called him a game manager. We've called, Mac Jones. I know it's only a second year, but we've called him a game manager, picking up, from what Tom Brady left. So we've called these guys game managers. Well, okay, Davis Mills, call him a game manager if you want to. But if you have an offensive line in front of him and you have a few weapons on the outside, you've got a Damian Pierce in the back. You don't have to go get, a Bijan Robinson. You can sit there and build your offensive line.
Or defense. There's guys like Will Anderson. There's guys like Will Anderson that are going to be in the freaking top 5.
And you're not, but see, here's the thing though, and this is where I get frustrated. Where I see where you're at on this. Where I get frustrated is these teams like the Houston Texans think they're a quarterback away. Well, you're not. You're not a quarterback away, and you're going to waste the best years of this young Bryce Young or CJ Stroud or whoever the quarterback is you pick of their careers when you ain't even ready for the running back that you have in the backfield right now.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. I won't say that to what was mentioned in the comments. I won't say that Mills is trash, but I will agree with the second part of. I will say that the Texans have no idea how to fucking develop a QB. Even when they had Watson, you were lucky that Watson was already, raw enough and talented enough and ready for the NFL, and that was your saving grace. They've never been great at selecting QBs. There hasn't been a department that Houston exactly thrives in.
Well, let's not forget that Watson also had David Johnson when he was young.
Yeah,
probably a premier back. He also had Brandon Cooks in his prime, where Brandon Cooks now is just like, screw this damn organization because they don't want to do anything right. It's not good. If they have the players, but they don't have the offensive line to protect the players that are sitting there.
I'm not happy that Kyle Allen's a starter, and Houston trying to use this whole excuse of, well, with the record and things not going well anyway, so just trying to find a spark is just complete and total bullshit. You don't know what you're doing. You have your heads.
This is a tank job. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Calvin asked if anybody made SFB 12. We had a couple of our staff members make it. I did not make it this year because I have this running back named Jonathan Taylor who fucking sucked the first half of the season.
So I missed it by 1 win and 30 wild card points.
Oh my goodness! Well, you missed it by just a little bit less than I did. I missed it by 100 wild card points.
I missed it by 30. Did you see what Jeff missed it by?
I think the number was 1579 this year.
Yeah. Did you see what Jeff missed it by?
No.
What?
Jeff Lambert missed it by 5 wild card points.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, all that matters is that in my division I beat every analyst.
I know you beat the analyst.
Hey, no, and I'm not gonna bullshit you. The best part about it is it brings the community together.
Yeah,
and it's for a great fucking cause, and it just gives us. Like I said to you guys last week, I don't consider myself an analyst. I consider myself a super fan. So, just because I get on and I'm able to get on the podcast and I'm able to talk this shit, whatever.
Gator,
but
you know what you need to call yourself? I have a new name for you.
A fanalist.
Fanalist.
Oh,
yeah, you're a fanalist.
Fanalist. I'm a fanalist. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm a fanalist. That'll work. So, but I am part of going for 2. So when the rankings come out, it does show up on going for 2. So that's cool. So that kind of makes me feel good. But the best part of it is it's all for the kids, and you get to build relationships in the community. Analyst to analyst, analyst to fan, and fanalist to both fan and analyst. So cool.
Yeah,
I love it. It's my first year in. I guarantee you, I will be trying to get into every single year from now on. And if you're not trying, then you're missing out on probably one of the best things ever.
You're absolutely missing out. Yeah, for me, it was Jonathan Taylor sucking, and then Cordell Patterson being injured for like a good portion of the year. That really kind of screwed me over. And then also being in a million fucking leagues, like that. That eventually,
The other thing that kind of got me wonky is. Again, I'm fairly new to all of this. I've never played in a league with a meeting in it. So that was
fun, isn't it? It's fun, isn't it?
It absolutely was. It was absolutely fun. And now I'm like, okay, I'm already posting I've got 3 leagues that I commission in, and I'm already posting those. I'm like, hey guys, this might be an option for next year.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and I'm
like-
kind of giving them different things, and I'm like, these medians can make or break somebody.
Six
real
of my
quick.
leagues, I think 6 or 8 of my leagues now have 6 or 8 of my leagues have
Yeah.
the median now.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome little thing.
None that I'm hosting
No.
have them, but a few from a couple of other friends.
Yeah, it's all other ones.
have them. Yeah.
All right, so while we're in the middle of the show, Robbie, I say we just break down the 3 games real quick.
Yeah. Because I think we went through the chat. Panthers starting
now.
Sam Darnold. Panthers starting Sam Darnold is to me it's kind of dumb. Like
No.
all of them are the same guy. Like the Jets, just like the same problem that the Jets have with Zach Wilson, Mike White, and fucking Flacco. The Panthers kind of have. They're all the same guy.
Yeah,
I got a quick question on that quarterback room. Have you ever seen in any quarterback room in time ever have a number 1 and number 2? And I think they were both in the exact same draft class, so they're drafted 1, 2 on the exact same team in the same quarterback room.
I think that this is like only the second time.
Yeah,
I think
it's the second time.
Is it the second? I think this is only the second time that it's ever happened.
And then the probably the best quarterback on that team is from the XFL.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
No, Gator doesn't know me well enough yet to know where I'm going with this, and you do.
God, give your shovel face praise, bro. The man fucking caught the kissing disease, bro. Like you're not a
I
leader of men
understand
when
he
you
caused the
fucking
kissing
like.
disease, but if Sam Darnold goes out there and performs this weekend, I'm gonna run around my kitchen table 15 times in honor of you.
Just like you did last year, and then what did he do? Fucking drive himself off a cliff?
I did. For 3 weeks, I was running around the kitchen table going, yippee, yippee, yippee,
If you-
yippee.
If you do that, will you please put a camera in the corner and make a YouTube short of it?
I'll make
Please.
a goddamn TikTok out of it. And you know what the song's going to be in the background? No, you know what the song's going to be in the background? Shady's back. Back again.
Shady's back.
All
Tell a
this fucking
friend.
terrible. What's good, Nate? What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up,
Mid
Nate?
Caucasian QBs. Oh shit.
I'll name it that.
Bro, like for real, man. Like,
Give me Sam Darnold if he performs.
okay, if all right, then if that's the case, if you're gonna fucking circle the wagon and advocate for a guy like Darnold, then we need to be advocating for a guy like Josh Rosen, who just always got screwed and never got the story that he did. Never fucking got an
Josh
opportunity.
Rosen, hold on. I am a UCLA diehard, and you know that.
And you're
Josh
fucking
Rosen is
toting,
a
you're
piece of crap.
toting a freaking USC poster child. What is wrong with you?
No, and I'm not. Okay, stop. Let me have my floor because I don't think you truly know why I'm atoning him. Okay, this has nothing to do with USC. This has nothing to do with Carolina. This completely has to do with the fact that my most disdain ever since I become an analyst, and I did 2 articles on this mother trucker, was the fact that Adam Gase doesn't even belong freaking coaching.
What?
Hear me out.
He still sucked after Gase. He still sucked after Gase, right?
I'm saying Gase fucked him over and ruined him.
Wait,
He ruined himself.
The ghost that he was seeing was Adam Gase in the background.
The ghost that he was seeing was a fucking stripper that he probably caught mono from.
Adam Gase ruined him. I was willing, if I even put on Twitter one time, if
How do
someone's
you-
willing to buy my plane ticket, I was willing to go out to the freaking Jets facility and protest with them about Adam Gase.
Listen. Coming from someone who is a very well-known thought, okay, publicly, like I am a hoe. We know this, all right. In my personal life,
I
I
already
go
told you I
out
put a PSA
and I
out.
fucking go crazy. How the fuck do you get mono at like? Is he like 23, 24 years old? Like
I'm sure
you should have gotten that
Wilson
shit
has it
back in
now.
high school. Like, what are you doing? Like Sam Darnold's not. I don't even think that his balls have dropped yet.
I don't know if they
He's
have
not-
either.
The same shit that I have to say about Zach Wilson.
Hey,
How he's not a leader of men.
Hey,
Sam Darnold's not a leader of men.
no, he's not, but he's definitely a pillar of MILF.
A puller of mills. He gets some cougars. He gets the cougar nanny. Yes. Sam Darnold is shit.
Straight garbage.
I will
Mike is on a freaking island by himself, I think, with Sam Darnold. You know, put them off to an island and the rest of us world can move on.
Bro.
I just want him to succeed for 1 year. That's all I want.
Sam Darnold's scouting report is fucking toilet paper.
Hey, I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying he's better
Breathe,
than what
Gator.
they got.
Breathe.
He's better than what they got. And what they got isn't
No,
good.
he's not. No, he's
better
not.
Than Baker. Is he better than Baker?
Him and Baker are the same guy. PJ Walker's better than them both.
I wish that was true. I think,
and at least Baker, even though Baker's decision making is wild and like all over the place, at least he can fucking be fired up and have some damn moxie to him. Sam Darnold was just boring the whole time.
So the only way Sam Darnold becomes relevant.
I'm not saying he's going to become relevant. He's only relevant in that locker room.
No. Okay. The only way Sam Darnold becomes any sort of relevance, is if he figures out how the hell to get the ball to PJ Moore or DJ Moore. And the way he figures that out is him and PJ Walker go and have a conversation at dinner. That's the only way that's happening, and I don't think it's happening.
I don't think he makes enough money to support DJ Moore's dinner bill.
DJ Moore did better with Darnold than he did Baker.
That was a year and a half ago.
I'm aware, but I'm just saying there is promise with it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I agree with you that that's the only way he succeeds. But I'm saying I feel more optimistic about that than with Baker. All right, let's just get into the games because I did my research for you. So we're going in reverse order for a reason, okay?
I like that.
We're going in reverse order because I want to get my research at the end. Okay. Patriots are 3-point underdog to the Vikings. The over-under is 42. Gators started off.
All right, what are we trying to do?
I love this thing, George.
Just what you think about that game. We're picking the game and what you think in general.
Wait, what's the money line? What's the over under?
Over under is 42. The spread is Vikings by 3. Patriots are plus 125. Vikings are minus 145.
All right, give me Minnesota. I'll give the 3. I'll take Minnesota and give the 3 with the under because I don't think they get the 42 total. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Give me the Minnesota Vikings. Give me them. And what's the money line?
Minus 145 for the Vikes.
Yeah, I'd probably do a one game parlay on those 3. Give me Minnesota with the. Hang on. Give me Minnesota, given the 3, and under on the 42.
Yeah, Minnesota's going to blow them out the water, so take them by the 3. I want to say something positive about New England, but I can't.
Yeah, but New England's at least got a decent defense. They're not horrible on defense.
Exactly. This is so Nate, you bring up a great point, brother. Primetime Kirk Cousins can definitely be a thing.
Where I will disagree with that whole concept is Justin Jefferson last week threw up a dud. He doesn't do that 2 games in a row. Not on primetime.
And that's what I was about to say. And then there's Dalvin Cook and just everything is working.
Okay, so can Minnesota put up 42 by themselves? Probably. Man, damn, now I say that out loud, and I'm like, fuck, man, I may want to go over.
All right, while you're thinking about the over, I'm going to give my take. Nate said that the Pats defense is good. We all know, decent. We all know, Robbie, you've been touting Matthew Judon all freaking year, and I'm not disagreeing.
I love Matthew Judon.
I'm not disagreeing. But the one thing that they do, is they try to take away your best target, whatever. I'm not saying they're going to completely take away Jefferson, but here's my
I
thing.
gotta restart the dryer.
I need you to hear this.
I can hear you.
Okay. Last week, somebody named Robbie said,
Don't ever call it my government.
I know that I caught myself, that the Jets were going to win the game. I picked the Patriots to win the game. Patriots got lucky as mofo gets. Okay? The Vikings are going to come out with a vengeance after getting smoked by the Dallas Cowboys. Right? They're going to put up points. They can put up points. Will they? I'm not sure. But you know what I do know? Kirk Cousins primetime is showing up, and I'm picking the Patriots, baby. Let's go!
You're giving three. You're taking the 3 points, or you taking them straight up?
I'm taking a money line.
He's taking a money line. He's taking them straight up.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins to freaking. I'm taking Kirk Cousins to pull Kirk Cousins. Jefferson might do decent, but I'm expecting that defense to show up, and I'm expecting that offense to just do enough. It's Thanksgiving. Wacky shit happens.
Look,
remember,
you're right.
Belichick was the coach of the butt fumble game against the Jets. Belichick shows up.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and this is Bill Belichick is known to take away the one guy.
I know.
Minnesota doesn't have one guy. They've got
I completely understand that.
5 one guys.
I'll be honest. This is part of it. I just have a feeling, and tell me if you think I'm wrong or not.
You're wrong.
Okay.
No, hear him out, because he's making a valid fucking point.
Patrick Peterson came out and said, right after the game, a guy that I work with, listened to a pod. He is a diehard Vikings fan, a guy I work with. He said that Patrick Peterson, and he didn't say who the other person was, but he said Patrick Peterson and somebody else, he didn't catch who it was, said right after the Dallas game on a podcast the next morning that they emptied the tank for the Buffalo game. They came out flat for Dallas. One of my issues with that is this. If this game was Sunday, I think I'd be picking Minnesota. They only have 3 days, short week to recoup, to get their mind right. Patriots came off a freaking special teams touchdown with 5 seconds left. They're going to ride that mode.
Marcus Johnson, and Marcus Johnson was known for that in college.
And they're going to ride that wave in there. And guess what? You can sit there and look at, the Cowboys are 3 losses. The Giants have 3 losses. The Eagles have 1. 2 weeks ago, I understand tiebreaks or whatever, but if you go just by record, a couple weeks ago, Minnesota was tied for first place in the NFC. They can end up being the 3 or 4 seed right away with this going on. All I'm saying is watch out for momentum. And what else happened? What was the last good thing that happened to Minnesota? The Kirk Cousins chains on the plane. Nothing's happened good since then.
The miracle in Minnesota, the miracle in Minnesota was like the last
All right, so Mike has made a great point, and I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm sticking with that's why I didn't go to the money line.
No, stick with your gut. I don't want. Yeah. That's
no,
my
but
reasoning.
you made a great point, and I forgot about the short week too.
Son of a fucking bitch!
And short week, and it was an afternoon game, so they lost 4 more hours.
Yeah, so I forgot about that. I forgot about the short week, so that's a great point. So that's going to definitely be. But they're moving. That's the late game, right? So it's going to be 8 o'clock. So it's just a short week. It's not even if it was a 4 to 4.
Yeah. It'd be different if it was 10 a.m.
Yeah. So, but no, I see your point 100%, and I take back calling you wrong because you could be right. You could be very right. You could be very, very right.
My problem with the
I would hedge the bet though. I would hedge the bet with that for sure because that might be the payday, but you might want to hedge it just to cover.
Yeah. All right. So the middle game, Robbie said before you got on, how many offensive linemen, Robbie?
So as we head into breaking down the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Football Giants, I need you guys to be aware that there are 3 offensive linemen out for the New York Giants. The most important one being Evan Neal. They didn't even travel. with the team.
All right, so for a game, I know it's a division game, but for a game with division opponents with the exact same record right now, I am shocked on the spread. And this just shows that how
It's the
Vegas,
linemen that make the difference.
but how Vegas feels about New York in general as well. Cowboys are a 10-point favorite, 45.5 over-under. What do you think, Robbie? I already know where you're going.
It's Dallas. It's Thanksgiving. If there wasn't the offensive lineman issues, I probably would have. I probably would have projected, New York being somewhere around like a 150, 145 underdog, and I would have flat out taken that outright because of the offensive line issue. You cannot play the money line, and you may need to find an alternate spread here because it's at 9.5, because it's divisional. Find yourself a close spread. Maybe bring that 9.5 down to like 7, and you play that. That's what I would do if you're looking at trying to increase bankroll. I don't think that you can play the lines straight up how they're given. To Mike's point, divisional game, but then to my point, 3 offensive linemen out.
Oh yeah, Gator.
Yeah, so I when I go in and I'm looking at lines, I'm always looking at those. So I have a philosophy of the lines that are 9.5 or higher. I'm usually going to take the dog and get and get those 9.5. Now, I did not know that the linemen are out, so that makes a huge difference when it comes to that line. So do me a quick favor and read that line to me again. What is this? It's 9.5 spread.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, it's 9.5 on the spread. I think
on
Dallas is
on DK. DK has it at 10 on the dot.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It moved.
45.5.
Yeah, the smart money is going to go to over with the offensive lineman being out.
45.5 over under.
45.5 over. Okay, so 45.5. Man, that's going to be a rough one because watching what Dallas did last week to Minnesota, and Minnesota looked like a damn good defense. I mean, they only lost to Philly, right? So until last week,
yeah.
So they look like a damn good D. I would, man, I lean to the under because that's a lot of points. And again, going off of this short week, it's at home. You're still a divisional rival. So I lean to the under of the 45, but I still think it could be like a 28-10 game, something along the line, so they could cover that 9.5, 10 and still not go over. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because I think it could be, I think it's going to be a hell of a rushing game. I think Saquon Barkley is going to be a big part of the game, whether it's passing, whether it's receiving, whether it's rushing or receiving. And I think Dallas is just going to run and run and run. They're going to run the ball and run clock.
Oh, I could agree. So I'm just going to, you guys gave all the analysis that needs to be given. I'm just going to say, I don't care about no spread on this one. I'm just taking Dallas money line. I'm not betting on it, but I'm picking Dallas, and I am going to pick the under. I think it's going to be like 40, 43. I don't know if it's going to go 45.5. So before we give our takes on the Buffalo Lions game, Robbie, let me just do my spill. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
One thing before you get into that spill with the Dallas game, given what all three of us have stated, that's a game that you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna have to, because of the way that the odds are built, you're gonna have to parlay it with something else in order to come away with profit. You're not gonna be able to just play that game on a ticket by itself. Like what you put down 50, what are you gonna make back? Like 60, 70? So my suggestion, you need to be building that with something else to get your bankroll up. You can't play that by itself.
No, I agree 100%. And so what I would, if it was me, and I may do this in the morning, I want to see what the lines are, see what some injuries are first thing in the morning, right? So we've got another game we're going to talk about here in just a minute, but I may build a parlay, with the first game by itself. I may build a parlay with the last game by itself. And then I may build a parlay with the Dallas New York game and add first game, second game to build that, because like you just said, Robbie, the only way you're going to profit off of it is if you add something to it. So if I'm going to add something from the first game that I feel very, very comfortable in, I'm going to add something in the second game that I feel very, very comfortable in, and move that number for me to a bigger number and be a better bankroll on just those 2 or 3 things that I'm going to bet on that game.
Mm-hmm. Really quick, what do we think about Neymar or Ronaldo tomorrow? You're bro, rolling both. 1.5 over 1.5 goals. You want rolling
combined? Both. 1.5 goals combined. I think Ronaldo might get that by himself.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it's combined, roll that. What you got, Mike? Let's get into Detroit.
All right, so you want me to give this? Okay, so the spread right now is Buffalo -9.5. Over under is 54.5. Now, I did some research, and here we go. Gator J, I like to get my funky stats. So here we roll. I got some information. All right, where's it at? I dug. So, Robbie told me to go back, and I decided to go. I found an article and did my digging. I went back to the year 2000. Okay. Since the year 2000, the Lions are 6-15 on Thanksgiving Day. Their last win on Thanksgiving Day was 2016. That game that they beat in 2016 was a lonely Chicago Bears team. They have not beat a winning team on Thanksgiving since 2012. And guess what? It's not starting now. Give me Buffalo. I don't care.
Yeah, I would say give me Buffalo as well. Really quick, Jim asked before Gator and I give our takes. Jim asked, start Daniel Jones on Turkey Day or Trevor Lawrence. Yes, on Daniel Jones. Jay Bats, my big brother, my paisan.
I want to back up.
He's taking T-Law.
I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. And the reason I'm taking Trevor Lawrence, I know they're playing Baltimore. Baltimore is a very damn good defense. But the reason I'm taking Baltimore is they've had 2 weeks to prep for this defense coming off of this bye. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence with the weapons that he has over the weapons that Daniel Jones doesn't have.
Touche. I like that call, Gator. You know what? And I'll ride with you on that one, actually. I'll tell you on that one. I like that call. Trevor Lawrence actually has weapons. Daniel Jones ain't got shit. Wan'Dale Robinson out. Well,
let me ask you this way: would you rather start Christian Kirk? Would you rather start Darius Slayton?
No, you're right. It's Christian Kirk. Obviously, it's Christian Kirk. I mean, it's fucking wide receiver 13 right now. What up, boys and girls? Happy Thanksgiving. May your families have a great day and all your parlays hit. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. To the
hi, girly girl. How my tequila, girly girl. Love you, Johnny boy.
Fucking love John, bro. That's the homie. That is my bro. Like, we go back like full flats on a Cadillac.
Oh, I know. Trust
that's
me.
My big. That's a big paisan. That's a big paisan. You know what I mean? Dan, what is good, yo? Dan, we about to go tear up tonight. I mean, chill. We're gonna chill. Like, it's gonna be chill, but we're gonna tear up tonight. Like, we're gonna have a good night. This motherfucker right around the corner from me.
Here's a tidbit for you.
What?
The Patriots are 3-2 on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
All on the road. They've never played a home game on Thanksgiving.
Aren't all three of those Brady only?
Well, all
I
five
think
of
that
them
all
should
three of those
probably
are.
be
I believe that all three of
No,
those are Brady only.
yeah, I know. One was the butt fumble.
Yeah,
I know.
and then
They beat Dallas.
Yeah, and then I think one was against Detroit.
Probably. It's Brady. They're going to put him on every
Yeah.
prime time they can.
With Daniel Jones, his only saving grace is a vulture rushing TD at the goal line that should be Saquon's. Yeah. Shout out to
No,
Saquon.
he's gonna break away at the 20-yard line, the other 20, and he's gonna run 79 yards and fall down over his own feet at the 1 because he had too much turkey.
And fumble it through the end zone for a touchback.
Did Gator and I give our picks for
No, go. We started talking about T-Law.
All right, we said
this,
we said this game was at 9.5, and what was the over under?
The over-under is 54.
54
and a half.
54 and a half. Damn, I wrote down 44 and a half for some reason. Oh, because I was seriously looking at 44 and a half and going, oh, that's definitely going to go over. Here's the thing. Buffalo, this is Buffalo's second home game in Detroit in 2 weeks. So
4 days.
4 days on the turf. They didn't look great last week on the turf, but that was their practice. They still won the game. That was their practice. Ironically, I don't know how the NFL did that. Was like, you know what? Let's give Buffalo a second game back-to-back to practice on the turf.
This shit just happened, bro. Straight up, it just happened. That's all that it was. It just happened that way. I tried to find some way that it was like
crazy.
Nah.
What's crazy is supposed to be a Buffalo home game. Well, I mean, it was a Buffalo home game, but I mean, it was a Buffalo home game that they could have moved like to, I don't know, Philly, Pittsburgh, closer to Buffalo.
Everywhere was getting hit. Everywhere was getting fucked. And like everyone and all those other teams were using their stadiums.
They were all home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you could only go to
like an hour from Buffalo. No shit. My brother is an hour from Buffalo. They got this many inches of precipitation, let alone snow.
Oh.
It was
live
like
in a place with elevation. Just watch. Live in a state with elevation. Oh, you'll see some shit. You'll see some shit.
Yeah, but he's an elevation. He's just outside of Buffalo. I mean, it's
no, that ain't the same. No, that ain't the same.
He's in Rochester, so it's still there. It's still there. So it's
in terms of North America, there is Mexico City, and then there's Colorado Springs, where I live. That's its elevation. when you fucking can't breathe, when you first come to this motherfucker, you're like, oh shit.
I did that. I had a race BMX in high school. I used to race BMX in high school. I know. I
never knew that.
You see me in person. I don't look like it, but I did. Here's the problem. We had a state meet, right? And you had to do a certain amount to qualify. You had to do a certain amount throughout the year. You had to do a certain amount of states to qualify to get to the state championship. I had to go racing Big Bear with no
Big Bear shit.
But
to a California Big Bear is like, oh my god.
Yeah, and we drive up Friday morning. I get on my bike and I do 2 laps around the track, and I'm like, give me the oxygen,
bro. For real. But no, continue. So continue. See, I forgot what we were even fucking talking.
So we're still talking about the game.
Yeah, we're still gonna think about Buffalo right quick. Buffalo, looked great at times last week, but looked horrible at times last week. And so I'm taking the Lions, and I'm taking the 9.5, and I'm going under on 54, but I think it's going to be really close. I think it's going to be like 51, 52 total, but I'm taking the Lions. Give me the Lions. Let's roll.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna go the Lions. Something just tells me that like if you're a Buffalo fan, like how much money did you have to spend to like be able to see your team play last week, then also this week? Excuse me. Or how much money did like the organization have to spend last week and then now this week to fly fans out? Because if they did it, like. Yeah.
Well, Well, you know,
It sounds crazy, but I want it. And like Dan Campbell, Thanksgiving, like, yeah, I feel like I want to take Detroit.
well, it's like I said too. You know, anytime I look at a line and it's 9.5 or higher, I want to go under. And now you're giving 9.5 to a road team. So like this might be that piece that you add into, you know, give me the lines with getting 9.5 because they played some pretty damn close games all year, right? So give me 9.5 with the Lions, and then add that to the Dallas game. That might be your guarantee to make money because now you I don't know what the number is on that. That's probably close to what 180, 190.
Yep. Hey,
given?
look for Tony Pollard to jump in the bucket. Look for Tony Pollard to jump in the bucket and really claim that backfield as his and be like, Zeke, I'm sorry, but next year you're definitely.
I was just gonna say, and not Zeke in the bucket.
Yep. I'm thinking it's Pollard in the bucket this year, and I'm thinking he does it to fuck with Zeke and to troll Zeke. I'm thinking he does it to kind of be like.
So if that happens, are we talking like a? And I know this was BS on Twitter earlier, but are we talking like a Russell Wilson, you know, Melvin Gordon playing future on the radio? Is that the kind of trolling that we're talking?
Bro, the fact that Gordon even did that. So apparently that did happen. Real? Yeah, apparently that is real. No, I've heard that it was.
That can't.
I've heard from multiple sources that is real. That he really did that. I've heard from multiple sources. This month really walked in and started bumping Future, and like
Russell Wilson's like, get the fuck out.
Bro, but here's my thing. If I'm also Russell Wilson, it's kind of hard to not bump Future because he has a fire truck. Like, even if I was Russell, I'd catch myself 1 or 2 times.
Oh, he was doing that. He was doing that from what I hear. He was doing that in the GM of. He was like, look, we got to get rid of this dude.
Bro, yeah, apparently from what I am hearing, Melvin Gordon actually did, even after the fumble and all, did literally start playing like nothing but Future in the locker room.
Do you think Melvin Gordon did that as a dig, or do you think it was just like Melvin Gordon going, fuck, I don't want to hear my shit?
No, that's a dig. Oh, that's a dig.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I thought too. You are being touted as the corniest QB in the league. Every podcast goes in on you for being the corniest guy, period. And they play Future, who is very toxic. This dude has like, I can't count how many baby mamas. Like,
there's only one that matters to Russell Wilson, though.
and exactly, it's like, bro, like he fucks your chick, like, bro, like this, and you know that lives rent free in Russell's head every single fucking day. We're talking about the same rapper. We're talking about the same rapper that got pissed off when he was a kid, that he was at a meet and greet to meet Scottie Pippen and the Chicago Bulls, asked for an autograph from Scottie Pippen, did not get said autograph from Scottie Pippen. So years later, when he's a famous rapper and he's an adult now, booked Scottie Pippen's wife while they were still married, and then made a song, I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. I just fucked your bro. And I guarantee that was the song that Melvin Gordon played. I can guarantee that was, as soon as he walked in there, he looked dead at Russ and was like,
play.
Bro, I'm telling you, that was crazy. That was crazy. Really quick, I want to get into this one here from the chat. J Money letting us know that the Devils streak ends at 13 games. I had this weird fucking feeling, right? Like I just knew. Like, you ever wake up, look at an underdog, and just know? Like, you're just like, you're about to pull some shit off today. What we do with Washington, what we do with Washington versus Philly, like you go to any other fucking YouTube channel, they're like, it's gonna be Philly, it's gonna be Philly. You go to our YouTube channel, we're the only fuckers on YouTube that were like, no, Washington's ending that today. And like it had nothing to do with me being a fan or nothing. We were like, no, it's happening. Like, it's done. Like, we just knew. The Leafs have a lot of speed. The shit that they do on the power play has been working for them. Like you mentioned, Matt Murray. Like, last year, the Leafs made us a lot of money. This year's been a little bit slow. In hockey, maybe they can be what Baltimore was for us in July, what the Baltimore Orioles were for us in July with baseball. If the Leafs can now use this as momentum and get into a groove, and then because you know what Vegas is going to do, they're going to keep putting them at underdogs. They're going to keep putting them at underdogs. They're going to keep putting them at underdogs, and we'll just keep breaking it, and we'll follow the trend. Look out for the Leafs now as a hot bet.
Well, and see, I don't get too far into hockey, especially when it comes to betting, until after football season, because then by then Vegas has already made that curve. Now they've picked up on that hot team, and now I'm like, okay, now I'm looking for that team that was hot at the start of the season that has dipped, and now I'm looking at that games. I'm like, okay, where are we going to make the dollar there? So let's do this. We'll get you to do the hot teams to start with, and we'll come back later, 3 weeks, and we'll just keep hitting them.
Yeah, we'll just exactly just keep hedging each other. Like, fuck it, we're gonna hit.
You're throwing lefts right now, and here in about a month and a half, we're gonna start throwing rights.
Exactly, and just start leveling them, bro. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We need to get out the first round. Playing Tampa again is a nightmare. Ooh.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there, Leafs. That ain't happening.
Gators from Florida.
Tampa is that team. Tampa is that team.
Are you a Tampa fan or are you a Panthers fan?
No, give me Stamkos, baby.
Okay. So
give me the stammer. Give me the stammer.
I want to bring something else football up. Robbie, you got a screenshot from me this morning. I just want to bring this up because I was one of the ones to say it about one of the teams. Gator and you were one of the people to say it Monday about the other team when we were talking about Kingsbury. I got a Bleacher Report. I had sent the screenshot to Robbie. Sean Payton is thinking about two teams, Chargers and Cardinals.
I think it's the Chargers.
It is the Chargers.
I told you.
I mean,
look,
here's the thing. You got to look at it like this. What's the roster look like? The Chargers defense is pretty goddamn solid with Bosa. You got the corner. I can't think of his name right now, from Florida State, came from Jacksonville. Anyway,
Samuel.
No,
Asante
Samuel.
Yeah, and then you've got on the
Jason
offensive
Jackson.
side, the offensive side of the ball, you got Herbert, up and coming. He didn't have a great year this year. Hasn't had a great year this year, but he pretty damn dominant last year. You've got an offensive line. You've got Mike Williams. Forget about Keenan Allen, because Keenan Allen doesn't have very long left. Maybe 2 years max.
He only has one hamstring.
And he's got a hamstring on one leg and one ankle on the other. So there's and if he jumps too high and lands, he's going to break the other toe. So you never know with him. So he's pretty much done. That is an up and coming offense. That is what Sean Payton did in New Orleans. When he got the New Orleans job, he brought an up and coming offense. Of course, he had Drew Brees, so Hall of Famer maybe. But I mean, that would be. You got Kyler Murray in Arizona. D-Hop's almost done. what running game do they have?
Yo, Sade before said that's steroid boy.
Yeah, but you also on the defensive side of the ball, to me, they are so depleted on the defensive side of the ball or old at certain spots, the key spots. So, I mean, if
Arizona
he's just
tried to hurry up, rush, get their Super Bowl window, and now they got to start retooling, rebuilding a lot of shit.
Yep, and if he's a smart dude as we think he is, he's going. If he gets the opportunity, it's L.A.
If I'm Sean Payton, like from the Bayou to L.A., oh, that's a smooth move. Oh, that's an easy move. That's an obvious move.
One person did that though, and it didn't work out so well. Coach Ogeron.
Okay.
I had to throw that out there because you brought the Bayou going to LA, so I just figured that
was different. It was different.
You think?
No,
a little bit?
I think that Sean Payton. Look, he was able to help bring the Aints back into being the Saints. You know, he pulled them out the doldrums. It's kind of ironic, honestly. Like you know, you had the former Charger QB and Drew Brees be your guy. So I mean, kind of going there to bring shit full circle. Like now you go to be their guy, and that organization has been begging, pleading to they want a ring so bad, and they've been so close.
I'll be honest. I know I don't want this to happen. Okay, being a Chiefs fan,
you don't want it to happen. Yeah,
I don't want Sean to be there because bad things are going to happen for my team. However, to me, I do like Herbert now. I was not sold on him coming out of the draft. I saw Herbert's last football game in green, that ugly green and gold, green and yellow. I saw no, but I was at his last game. I saw him and Jonathan Taylor in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And I know it was only one game, but I didn't see it. I was in the end zone. I'm watching him I didn't see it. And I know. So, and then I was like, okay, let's let him prove it. He's proved it, but then he's had an off year. I think he just like Gator started to say.
Is it an off year when Keenan Allen and Mike Williams both are injured majority of the time?
No, that's where I was going. No, that's where I'm going. I'm saying he's had an off year statistically, but there's other factors to it. And when you have one receiver who has one hamstring and 1.5 ankles, and then you have another guy who has both hamstrings but no ankles. And I mean, he needs more stability, and people, they don't have an offensive-minded coach. That's part of the problem. I think they need an offensive-minded coach and then bring in defensive-minded guys. I'll be honest. Do you guys really think that Dennis Allen is going to be the head coach of New Orleans for much longer?
No, I'm not.
Are you sitting there thinking that Sean Payton's coming back to New Orleans?
No. We brought this up before.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Sean Payton's going to go to the Chargers and get Dennis Allen to be his defensive coordinator.
Be his DC. Okay, I like that.
And I was going to ask this question a second ago. Could you see? This may be a stretch, but could you see? Sean Payton going to L.A., who already lives in L.A., by the way.
Yeah. And he's doing
brought that up.
And then bringing like a Drew Brees to be a QB coach, a QB analyst. I mean, hey, Herbie, listen, you're great.
I'll go one step further.
But I've got a guy that could help you just a little bit.
I'll go one step further. I don't think it would be Drew Brees. It's someone that he hasn't coached before.
With Jameis Winston? Oh no, he coached Jameis Winston.
No, I'm saying that Sean Payton hasn't coached before.
Oh.
But he wore 17 for the Chargers for 15 years.
Ooh, no, I think he's going for the GM side of things.
Phillip Rivers?
Yep.
He needs he likes. I mean, he's coaching high school right now. He likes to be on the side of the field.
Yeah, he likes to. Yeah, he wants that.
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, Jeff Saturday is a coach in high school right now. Here, well,
but
he was a coach
Breeze
in high
was
school.
Also a Charger as well. So again, that goes back into my take.
I know.
Where it's like you're bringing it full circle.
Either way, you're bringing it full circle.
As long as you keep Melvin Gordon away from the fucking building, so that he's not affecting the running back.
Okay, then bring LT in. Well, LT lives in LA.
Okay, so
LT lives in LA.
I'm making a joke.
So we're gonna build the whole coaching staff. We got Sean Payton at head coach. We're gonna move Drew Brees from quarterbacks coach to now offensive coordinator. We'll put Phillip Rivers at quarterbacks coach.
Oh shit!
What are we talking about here? And we'll bring LT in just to be assistant head
running backs coach or whatever. Yeah,
running backs coach.
And the wide receiver coach will be Antonio Gates.
Oh my gosh! For real, bro, that team would probably make it to the Super Bowl.
If that happens. You heard it first.
Right?
We built this.
Don't bet this.
We built this rock.
This part of the show is not gambling
advice. On football.
Shit. Anything else that we want to discuss tonight? We made great time so far. We went like about an hour 15, hour 16.
I just want to say gobble gobble. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there, and stay safe, drive safe, because I mean, I know I don't have a long drive, but I got a 25-minute drive in frickin' stupid traffic tomorrow. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, bro, I have to start really quick. I have to start Pickens and fucking Allen in a 2 QB league.
You mean Kyle Allen?
Kyle Allen. And
that's fine. You know why that's okay? You know why that's okay?
I'm gonna fucking jump off of a brick. No. I mean, I can't make that joke on YouTube. Fuck.
You know what? No, you know why you starting him is fine?
Because
I'm starting 2 other quarterbacks that I'm not very proud of.
Exactly.
I'm starting Shovelface. I have to. My problem is I don't want to start him. I have to.
I'm fighting for 6th place in that league too.
What's bad is I don't know how many leagues I saw freaking Kyle Allen get picked up in today. I was like, are we really doing this? That's
in my home league, someone picked up Bryce Perkins. I'm like, do you see who's still on? Like, there's there's still guys out there. What are you doing?
No, in this league, there's no one available. I have
in the leagues some of the leagues me and you were in, I completely understand. But there's other leagues that
yeah.
Oh, all I know is I need the win and
fellas.
Playoff.
Fellas, I love you, fellas.
I'm number 1.
You're number 3.
I love these fans. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope everybody enjoys their family. Hope everybody stays safe this weekend. I will be back as soon as these fellas let me come back. I will come back on and tell you how my Thanksgiving went. My wife is already in there throwing pies, so I'm going to go and help her. I'm going to go clean up the pies. Even if I got to lick them off the floor, I'm going to get them pies because they're good. I will get them off the floor.
I think I'm speaking for Robbie on this. We have our Friday night show, and we're doing one this Friday. You're invited if you want on.
Yeah.
Just send me the Friday night. Yeah, send me the link.
We'll just
send you the link in the show sheet.
We'll just send you links daily from now on.
I don't even need a show sheet. I don't think.
No, but on Friday we actually have a show sheet.
Do you follow, Mike? The last time I was on a show with a show sheet with you, did we follow it? I can't remember.
Yeah, we followed it.
Okay, it was like a guideline. Yeah, it was very loose.
We follow it. We follow it.
Friday night show is literally around the horn. We just go around the horn and talk.
So here, I'll give it like 2 minutes if it's okay with you guys. I'll give it 2 minutes. Anybody in the chat, if you want me to show up on Friday, I'll show up on Friday, but I need somebody in the chat to say Gator got to.
Someone who put Gator has to show up, please. I will put it in there.
I don't think Gator has to show up.
No.
Gator, you're welcome. We're gonna fucking send you the fucking invite anyways.
Send me the link no matter what. I'll show up. You know that. Fellas,
have a great
night. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys. Love you.
Hey, much love.
Appreciate
much
it.
love.
There it is. Gator has to show up.
Um,
Oh, Rumboyz. They don't count. That one doesn't count.
that one doesn't count. George's one counts exactly.
Yeah, George showed it. George came
counts.
through.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all in 2 days.
Yep, already. I just want to say a happy Thanksgiving. I am grateful for you guys in the chat. Make sure that you share the content. Always love talking fantasy football and betting with you guys. Appreciate your families, appreciate your loved ones. Life is short. So live it up. Live it the fuck up. Do it with a smile on your face. Even if they're upset or hating, do it with a fucking smile on your face. Live your best life. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what I do. We appreciate you. Dilly dilly.
Dilly.